Section 325 podcast.
The second half. Woo, man. We started the week bad and ended the week bad with Monday night. Thursday night, Broncos squeaked by a win 10-7. And so did the Eagles Monday night 10-7. So
my game was over in the first quarter.
It was pretty awesome, actually.
It was very awesome.
Going back to Thursday night, it's tough to play. Sometimes it's tough to play that Thursday night game 4 days after, 4 days after a rough game against the Texans before. But no, Denver's defense still got it done. Offense struggled a little bit. And I'm actually going to take this into, remember our statements from last year? So this is kind of going into it. But also what I believe is happening. But yeah, Denver's offense is almost basic. You kind of know what they're doing. Run, screen. I think Bo Nix is a little nervous at the beginning of the game in the first half, but he does pick it up in the second half, hence our comeback victories. But also, I think Sean Payton is playing a little chess because, our offense isn't basic. We barely got a win over the Raiders using that basic offense, to where he knows that he could have won the game anyway with that offense. And now the Chiefs have zero video or film to watch on the Broncos because he's going to give it all, everything that he has. We probably will see something that we haven't seen all year from the playbook, and he's going to put it against the Chiefs.
I would 100% believe it. I believe that's what the Hawks did. They shut it down after they're up 35-0, and they just start running the ball. Well, two things happened. One, we got to run the ball, and two, we didn't show off any of the plays that we had in for that game that we can save for the Rams game and work on them 2 weeks in a row, and they won't know about them. I think we did the same thing.
Yeah, so that's what I think is happening in Denver. Because
it's hard to, 10-7, man. It took a block punt to get there.
Well, yeah, I know. And speaking about punts, our punter was the best player of the game. You can't even. My son can punt better than him.
Here's what I'm hearing, is that, and I've seen this before with the Hawks, is they put a game plan in. They're so stubborn, they just keep running it because they put it together and it's supposed to work. And you've heard this about old school coaches in the back. That's why there's so many great quarterbacks coming out of college and never make it in the pros, because they have to stick to that. The offensive coach is drawn up. And then when it gets to the fourth quarter, he's just like, okay, Bo, just go rip, let it rip, go play. And he's playing without any thinking. He's running. They're probably running his best plays, but that's kind of what I'm hearing. But I think you're right too, because I don't think coaches want to show their hand, and I think they knew they were going to win that game, so they probably went in with a lot less to show.
Yeah, because they probably had this circled and looked at the games leading up to it, knowing that we played Thursday night and pretty much had a mini bye before we play the Chiefs, with 10 days rest. And and that was probably their game plan. It's like, okay, we're playing the Raiders, all year long. They've been kind of struggling. So let's just keep it simple. Let's just not give too much of our playbook for the Chiefs to take a look at. And and then next week, let's just balls out. And who knows? Yeah, maybe the game plan is to have Bo immediately just play his game.
Well, the reality is both of our teams, same record, leading the division. And we're tied with the Rams, but I think we have the edge because we have a better divisional record or something right now. But big games.
We both have big games. You have the
big
Rams.
Games.
I got the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Even though Chargers are in between the Broncos and the Chiefs right now, but again, they always talk about the Chiefs.
Well, the road goes through the Chiefs. Everybody knows
but
it.
Right now, the road is not. They're not even in the playoffs right now. If it ended today, so
but you still, for your psyche and your team moving forward, is how I look at it. Is
you gotta play. You gotta beat your divisional teams.
You have to. We talked about this from day one. If you're gonna if you're going to have a season, you got to win your division. And Seattle was kept out of the playoffs last year, tied with the Rams with 10 wins. But the Rams beat us twice.
No.
So they got in over us.
Yeah.
And I hope they're thinking about all that. And I'm like, here's the deal. You could be as great as you want. Everybody's picking you to be the number 1 rated team right now. But until you win in your division, which they've swept the Cardinals, but we lost to the 49ers week 1. Rams is split now with the 49ers. And they got to beat the Rams. We got to just say, hey, if we beat the Rams, we can beat anybody. The Rams are our Achilles heel right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You guys look great right now.
So, I mean, if you can beat some of the teams that, you're coming off the Jaguars, right? The Jaguars just pounded the Chiefs, and we pound the Jaguars. And then everybody we should beat, we're beating.
Yeah.
We're putting up points. We've got stuff going on that you haven't seen. We've got more sacks behind. We're behind your team for sacks.
Oh, yeah.
But we have the most sacks we've ever had since 2006.
31 sacks?
We're at 36.
36 now. Okay. But yeah, 31, I think, before the game. Because, yeah, we're at 40.
43.
43. And, yeah, you guys are second. And then also on the other side, Bo has been sacked the least. So he's only been sacked 9 times.
Same with Sam.
And so you guys are probably second. Yeah. But yeah, we have, and that's going to make a difference too. We get after the quarterback and we protect our quarterback, and that could be the difference in the games. And also, I'm going to also put out there too, it's kind of funny to hear fans and, people hate the Broncos at times. People hate the Chiefs at times. I hate the Chiefs, but it's funny to hear fans go off on the Broncos saying that they haven't won big games, or they've been winning these close games against like mediocre teams or below 500 teams. It is tough to win an NFL game regardless. 7 in a row is
Talk
tough.
to the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah,
how tough it is to win a game.
7 in a row. So going to my point, 7 in a row games in a row that we've won. And yeah, we beat the Cowboys, which they usually forget, number 1 offense at the time. And we beat the Eagles, which people are not mentioning. And yeah, Buffalo lost to Miami. The Texans, they beat Jacksonville, who Jacksonville beat the Chiefs. So right now, it's basically anybody's ball game. Yeah, the records might show different. But if you go out there and play your game, defense, offense, special teams, whatever, if something gives, it's a game.
Here, let's look at it this way. Remember Green Bay came out of the season, they picked up, what's his name from Dallas, and they come out of the gates, beat Detroit, and it's like, oh no, Green Bay's going to be scary good, because they were good last year. They're going to be, look at them now. 2 losses in a row. They might not even make the playoffs. If the Bears keep playing the way they are, they're going to bump Green Bay out.
Oh, yeah.
And Detroit's not going anywhere. Detroit's good.
Yeah, they had that one bad loss, but
and Campbell started making the play calls now.
Oh,
he went back to calling offense.
Yeah,
crazy. And but here's the deal: it is hard to win in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
It is hard to beat a divisional opponent. It is hard to get going for a Thursday night game, and to win a game like that, an ugly game. I've always said, when you win ugly, you're a good team. When you win close games, you're a good team. You know how to win. So everybody, the people that are talking, they don't understand how football works.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as fans, we know, right? We've watched enough football to know those things are true. But you're also a little scared when you're playing TV. I don't want to lose this game. I don't want, But people there's just these fair weather fans. It's annoying.
Oh, yeah.
And people who are loyal get the game. They understand it. They understand that when you get to the end of the year, like us last year, you had 10 wins. That's a great season. But you didn't get to the Super Bowl, and you look back and you're like, man, if we would have done this, or if we could have, shoulda, coulda. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate
I
looking
was
back on shoulda, coulda. But you guys are getting close victories, so you don't have to go back and go, man, if we just would have made that field goal. If we could have come back from 17 down against the Giants and won, whatever it was, you guys did. So I don't know. I look at that as when teams are doing that, they're a good team. And let's not forget about your defense. You got a defense like that, that is going to win in the playoffs.
mhm.
Regardless of what your offense is doing, that is going to get you
And,
through the
I
playoffs.
said it before, and the offense has shown up to play. I mean, look at the Dallas game; they put up 40-some points against Dallas, and they put up 33 points in the fourth quarter. So the offense can show up and play. It's not like they're day in and day out struggling. But yeah, the defense, like you said, I mean, there's 4 games where the opposing team doesn't even score a touchdown.
I remember week 1 last year. I was at the stadium. Broncos came to town,
We had
and
2 safeties.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I was watching your defense, and I was just like, the defensive line was the
Yeah,
most
and
impressive
we
part of
still
that.
have those starting
I
4.
was like, dang, them boys are big, fast. They plug the hole. They look huge out there. They look huge. And but anyway, yeah, 2 things you got to do during playoff football: play defense and run the ball.
Yeah,
You don't know what weather's going to
and
be
and
like.
and honestly, that's kind of what we've been working on more lately is running the ball. I mean, I get it. That's probably Sean Payton's plan, but I could see him next or this Sunday just letting Bo be Bo.
I think you have a good team if you can have a deep threat and you can run the ball. You've got to account for something, and good offenses are going to see what the defense is doing and
Yep.
take their poison. So anyway, crazy games. You talked about starting 10-7 win over the Raiders and then ending last night in another 10-7 game.
Yep. We
And
did have a scorigami. That Jacksonville Texans game was a scorigami.
Okay.
Your game, the 44-22, the score happened exactly about the same time, the Lions Commanders, and that's only happened twice in the whole NFL career.
Well, there's some info.
And one of the third times was earlier this year. So 3 scores of that same score happened this year.
That's crazy.
44-22.
44-22. It was weird to see on the board, but you gotta like it, man. If you didn't watch the game and you saw that score, you'd be like, wow, right? And we won that game in the first quarter. I mean, it was 28-0 before you could blink. 2 defensive touchdowns, 2 offensive touchdowns,
2 scoop scores or whatever. Yeah,
identical plays.
identical. I thought I was seeing a replay.
That's what a few people were saying. It's like, wait, why are they showing this again? It's another play.
Yeah.
And that's what I was yelling the whole time. Like, look at this, same 2 players.
And then, me, I sit and watch Red Zone, and I'll have a couple games up, and I look up and I see the Jets Browns game, and
the toilet bowl.
Yeah, Jets had the kickoff return, scored, and then Browns get the ball back, go 3 and out, and then they punt it. And I look up, and I'm thinking I'm seeing the replay of the kick return. No, it was the punt return.
Oh gosh.
So
yeah, well, the Jets miraculously won that game with what
back-to-back wins, technically.
Did you see their quarterback's numbers?
No, no.
Yeah, I think he completed 6 passes.
Yeah, I think it was under 100 passing.
Oh, he was under 60 yards passing.
Yeah. So,
he threw everything he was checking down Charlie.
NFL, if the Jets can beat the Browns, but the Browns can beat the Packers.
Like I said, the Packers are in trouble, you guys. The Packers are in trouble. Yeah, and then I did watch the Bears game, and one thing I noticed, Caleb Williams has a cannon. This is the second time I watched him play this year, and I noticed it the first time.
Well,
he has an absolute cannon, but his receivers, they don't play hard for him.
Yeah.
They don't dive for balls. I don't think they like him.
It's his nail polish.
I don't know. Is it?
I don't
know.
What
is it? I don't think they like. They're not diving for balls. They're not. I don't know.
I did call it in our text feed. I'm sure you saw, but were you at the game?
No, I was home.
Anyway, Russell Wilson goes in the game because Jackson Dart got out of a concussion, or got out because of a concussion, and I totally called it that Russ was going to mess it up and Bears was going to come back and win.
He didn't really mess it up. He handed the ball off 6 times, and then when he had to throw, because they had all the momentum. They ran a corner blitz at him, and he had no time.
Yeah.
Now, Russell, nobody
I just
likes
wanted
you.
to say
Nobody
it.
likes him.
Yeah.
It's like nobody likes him anymore.
Not anymore.
Even his own teammates talk trash about him.
Well, in Denver, they did. Yeah. They didn't like him in Denver.
Well, his old Seahawks teammates.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right, let's dive into it because I'm excited to see what happened here. Week 10 pick results. I think I did all right again.
I think you did okay.
Giants and
But
Bears.
you did not win the pool. So.
Gosh dang it. What's it going to take? Bears. Bears should have lost. They should have lost that game. Dabo gets fired.
Yeah.
Giants head coach is
Right,
released. I got that one. Colts over the Falcons. The Falcons lost the lead as well. They had this game.
Yeah.
Crazy. Colts win. Lions, of course, they're going to beat the Commanders. So the Commanders.
Yeah, that's a name.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's all right.
They should still be the Redskins, everybody.
Yeah.
Raiders at Broncos. Well, you had to be a fool to pick the Raiders in this one. I kind of wanted you last week, remember? And I was glad I didn't.
Yeah.
Not this week. Now against the Broncos. So I go 4-0, 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row.
Let's see what happened with Travis. Let's not get too excited. Browns and the Jets. Pick the Browns. Better defense. Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't I?
I would have done the same
again.
thing.
If you look again, Jets had a punt and a kick return, so maybe that's the difference of the game.
Eagles at Packers. Yeah. The Packers just weren't playing well, and then when I finally got the game on, it was 3-0, right? So I'm glad I didn't get to it early enough.
Yeah,
3-0, and then the Eagles
0-0 at half. It was boring.
Eagles got a touchdown, and then Green Bay right down got a touchdown,
and they had a chance to
and then
kick it to tie it.
I watched how they finished the game out. Both teams. I watched Philly go for it on 4th down, throw a deep ball to a guy who whines on the sideline about not getting the ball. You throw it to him, and then he doesn't do anything with his arms. He goes like this. Doesn't do anything to try and go for the ball. I would have traded that guy. He has no effort, and he whines. Get rid of him. A.J. Brown.
If they keep it up, they might not last in the playoffs.
Here's the other part of that. You don't. If you don't complete the pass, they get the ball right there.
Yeah.
So you got to do something different. I don't know what the answer is. I would have maybe punted it if they could have kicked the field goal. Kick the field goal. But I don't know. Dumb. And then the Packers looked absolutely atrocious in their 2-minute offense.
I just had enough points to get by in fantasy with Jacobs, so I was happy. That's all I cared about.
So Eagles won that one.
Yeah.
Got the Bucks over the Patriots, and
now let's talk about the Patriots. Patriots, they are now looking like a team. I mentioned it all year long. Like, okay, they've been winning against these teams. Yeah, the Bills game was was that a fluke because of the Bills? But now they beat the Bucks on the road. They're a legit team.
They're clearly the best team in their division.
Oh, for sure.
Buffalo is like the Packers. They're struggling. They're up, they're down, they're all around. Kind of shocking because the Bucks were at home. They were coming off a bye, get healthy. No, the Patriots handled them in the 4th quarter. Ravens and Vikings. That was the right pick all the way through. The Ravens controlled that game.
So I go 2-2 again, but you got the nice overall record.
I got a padding.
You need to lose your next 4, and I need to win my next 4 just to break even.
Yeah, I feel sorry for you.
That's all right.
Kind of.
Man, but I've been getting these toilet bowls, and
you still have a winning record.
I still do. Yeah, I'll take it. But yeah, I get some hard head-to-head matchups.
Look at this, 4-0, 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row.
Good thing we didn't make any bets. So
yeah, too bad. Wolf's power ranks. Okay, here we go. Shuffle the cards again.
You know what? I feel like it's now getting easier because now we have teams that are starting to break away. They, we have a half a season in, and so yeah, this is where you
the rubber hits the road.
Yeah, where it's time to shine. So Bills, they drop down. I still think they deserve as a top 10 team. they will learn from this game and they'll bounce back against Tampa Bay. That's going to be a tough game.
Boy, I hope you draw
on.
that one.
Yeah.
I hope you draw that one.
My luck, I probably will.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right, Bills.
All right, so Bills, they drop.
Staying in.
Chargers,
Chargers,
they bump up.
They pick up a nice victory. Yeah. They handled.
With injuries that they were handling with, they did well. So
Bucks dropping to number 8. It was weird. It was like nobody watched the game. It was just kind of Patriots won. It was no big deal. I was like, is that what it's like on the East Coast when they're talking about the Seahawks? All right. And the Rams, they take one from the Niners. They punched them in the mouth pretty good. I'm ready for the Rams. We've got this game. We've got this game. Lions.
They bounced back in, actually.
And then did you see?
I had them out just because of based on their record, but now they're showing that they are still the Lions.
Yeah, I mean they beat the Commanders. They're struggling, but Amon-Ra St. Brown does the Trump dance. He points at Trump, does the Trump dance, and then he's walking off the field, and that defensive tackle, haymaker into the helmet.
That's right. He got suspended for a game at least, I think.
Here's one thing: Amon-Ra St. Brown, probably the smartest guy in the field. Not because he got punched. When the guy went to swing on him, he knew he had a helmet on, so he just protected his nuts like this. Watch the video. He goes, oh, and he gets hit in the head. That was great. Colts, number 5, coming back with bloodied mouth, Indiana Jones. And
I saw the meme, in Billy Madison, the guy that Billy calls to apologize.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he puts on the lipstick. That's what Daniel Jones looked like.
Oh, he did. He did. It was all lipsticked up.
But yeah, Colts, I will say you barely squeaked by a win against the Falcons, so I didn't want to.
They were in Germany.
Berlin, yeah. But I didn't want to bump them up too high up after their win. I think they were 6th last week, so I just bumped them up once.
Well, and their running game. Whew.
Yeah.
Whew.
I mean, again, JT is carrying him this year. Jonathan Taylor. Not Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
No, I know. Jonathan Taylor. Eagles, number 4. They had nothing impressive, but we talked about this last year.
Yeah. So
they didn't do anything impressive. They just went all the way to the Super Bowl and won.
Yeah. So they actually dropped one.
Good.
Yeah. And
it's like they were on a bye.
Yeah. And when you score 10-7, you have to drop one. So Broncos dropped one.
Yeah, still 7-2.
We're 8-2.
8-2? You haven't had your bye yet?
Yeah, we have it after the Chiefs.
Okay. Patriots, number 2.
They absolutely.
Unbelievable. All those years with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And here they are back already.
So.
And we all know who number 1 is after the thumping. Seahawks. Okay. Number 1 team. I want to give it to them now. I'm like, well, now.
Well, that's
we talk about
the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are favored for this game. But we're at home. We have a good chance. We have a mini bye basically. And like I said, yeah, maybe Sean Payton was playing chess all year long so far, and he is masterminding against the Chiefs, and just gave them basic film to look at, and we're gonna see some new stuff.
This is what I like about us being number 1, and a lot of boards, right? A lot of teams will beat good teams, and they will play just like they're playing a good team. It'll be a close game. And they'll come out on top.
Yeah.
But we're beating the teams we should beat handily. Yeah. Now, the Rams are going to be our biggest test so far. We played the Buccaneers. Our defense was off that game. I don't know what happened that day. I know they did ask Coach McDonald, like, hey, what'd you learn from that game? Because we couldn't stop them. They couldn't stop us, couldn't stop them, but they got more than we did. He said just to get out of the way, let these guys go do their job.
Yeah.
And trust A little bit of trust on both
Yeah,
sides.
I mean, it's like I said last week. You know, you just with basketball, you sometimes just gotta let the 5 players play ball.
So I think that's what's happening, and we're seeing our rookie Eman He is all over the place. All over the place. It's awesome. He's getting sacks. He had 5 defense passes.
I know. I loving
Led the
how
team in tackles.
I'm loving how RJ Harvey is starting to develop as a rookie back. So
And then our backup linebacker filling in for Jones, who's out with a knee injury right now, goes and gets 2 fumbles, causes 2 fumbles on the quarterback that were scooped up by DeMarcus, who we talked about earlier. I'm just loving it. All right, let's go to the lush bag.
yeah, you go first
Okay.
again.
I
'Cause
hope
you
I
won.
don't get that
You
game.
tee off
Okay,
first. Oh,
I got
good, good.
Buccaneers and the Bills. Bills are at home. I think they're going to come out ticked off. The Buccaneers, I think they got hot early. I think they may be cooling off a little bit. I know the Patriots, obviously, they're number 2 ranked team right now on your top 10, but it kind of feels like we're just waiting for the Patriots to lose, and maybe they're not gonna. But I think I'm taking the Bills in this one.
Tough.
Oh, it's a tough pick.
Glad you had it. Got the Commanders.
That's a tough game.
I mean,
Which Dolphins team's going to show up?
I know. So, Commanders and Dolphins.
Did you see McDaniel pulling out of the stadium, puts his window down, and he starts just staring down Bills fans? Has his hand hanging out with his $1 million watch and his Bentley. Goes on by him, he's just looking at him. He said, "Wow, I do live in that area." But AI these days.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was totally lying.
Oh, that's funny.
It was great.
Oh boy. Commanders, they still played a tough game against the Lions. I mean, they look good with Mario Marcus Mariota. What's his name? Mariota. Thank you. So yeah, it's Dolphins. Like like you said, which team is going to show up? But I'll go with Commanders. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick. Oh, Cowgirls. All right. Cowgirls and the Raiders. Another toilet bowl.
On Monday night.
Monday Night Football. Cowboys have a good offense. Raiders defense looked good against you guys. Man, I really want to take the Raiders in this one, but I don't know that I should. Did the Cowboys fire their defensive coordinator? Is that what I saw? I don't know. The Raiders. Oh gosh, this one's tough. Can you come back to me?
No. I want you to go 0-4.
Yeah, no, I'm not going on 4. I'm gonna take the Raiders at home because I hate the Cowboys.
All right, we got the Bengals and the Steelers. Joe Burrow's back at practice, it sounds like.
Well, when you see Flacco throwing all those yards and touchdowns and breaking records, it's like, maybe I should heal this sucker up.
So, no, I think Steelers, they still have a good defense. Rodgers, he's getting old. It kind of showed the last few weeks. Are they falling apart? I don't know. So, but no, I think Steelers will bounce back and take this one. I think this will be an easy.
Home and home.
Yeah.
They already lost at home to the Bengals, so but they're home. All right, Carolina Panthers, another one of those teams like the Falcons that you just can't predict. The Panthers have been playing really well. They've already beaten the Falcons, but I think it's the Falcons' turn to win this game.
30-0.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't think that happens again. I'm going to take the Falcons in this one. When in doubt, take the home team.
Oh, I got my game. Now, do I try to catch up to you and just say, let's just say I go with the Chiefs. So if they win, then I catch up to you. And if Broncos win, then I'm just happy that Broncos won.
Yeah, does that count as 4 points? Because I think I'm up by 4. I'm just saying.
No, I'm going to go with the Broncos regardless. I think our defense is going to get after Mahomes. Like I said earlier,
It's your year.
it
You're winning those
we
games. It's
have the
your
most
year.
sacks, and our defense is the reason because of that. And so you can't just, yeah. I think our offense is going to at least show something different. And yeah, I believe we are going to win this game. So
Okay.
Broncos.
Broncos. And I got the red hot Ravens going into Cleveland. I'm going to take the Ravens in this one all day long, twice on Tuesday.
The Bears. Who are they playing? Because I almost want to.
Ooh, man.
Good divisional game.
That's a tough pick, too.
That is at Minnesota. Thinking. Aaron Jones Sr., he's back with Vikings. He's been gone a few games. He had a good game. And, McCarthy, he can run the ball too. So, Bears, something has to, those receivers, like you mentioned before, they're not sacrificing themselves to try to catch the ball for Caleb. So that could be the key differences for these games. So I'm going to go with Vikings.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. I think when in doubt, you go with the home team, and I think they're playing better with their, basically rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got the Bills over the Bucks, Raiders over the Cowboys, Falcons over the Panthers, and the Ravens over the Browns.
And I got Commanders on the road against my Dolphins. But then I got the Steelers, Broncos, and Vikings winning at home.
Okay. So we both got 3 home teams and 1 road team winning. So, All right. Well, let's see what happens. It's been an interesting year, to say the least. It's been an interesting year, but tell us about
we are halfway through, over halfway through.
I know.
And I would say halfway, just about halfway with playoffs and Super Bowl. But yeah, these now you're starting to see who's going to finish hot, who's hot right now, who's going to win in November and December. So that's what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe next week we might have no, maybe 2 weeks from now we'll have our first team eliminated from the playoffs.
Ooh, man, right before Thanksgiving games?
Yeah.
I hope it's not one of the teams playing. I think there's some pretty good matchups on Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Packers, I think, play
the Lions.
Lions, yeah. That will be a good one. Cowboys, who do they play? And then, of course, we have our new Black Friday game as well. I don't know who's playing there. We'll know next week.
All right, how'd you do in your parlay last week?
Oh man, I realize these Thursday night bets are tough because you're coming off of a 4-day stretch from playing before, so not so well. Let's just say.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'll try to make this one a little bit easier. Drake May, he is lighting it up on offense. He could be the MVP this year, next to Sam Darnold.
And coach of the year for their coach.
Yeah. So anyway, at least they're playing against the Jets, so I would assume it would be a high scoring game for the Patriots, and at least 2 touchdowns by May. Breece Hall, I think they will try to at least check it down to him quite a bit. He runs the ball great because really they don't have any other receivers. Wilson is, I think, injured for a few games. And so, yeah, Breece Hall will get over 82 yards total rushing and receiving. And Henderson, he's a great rookie coming out of the backfield. He's fast. Yeah. So expect him to get a anytime touchdown. And who knows, maybe 80 yards.
Wow. Okay, so there you go. There's your odds.
Simple. $368.
So you put $20 in, you win.
$70.
All right.
Yeah, 72.
Okay. Well, good luck to everybody out there. Only bet if you can afford it. All right. Well, that's our show for today. Took a commanding lead in our picks against Travis. He's from the outside looking in.
Yep. But don't worry, I will tie it up because I'll go win, 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 lose, 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 lose.
The good news is you're 8-2. I'm 7-2. If we come back next week with a couple of victories, people better start talking because look out.
Yeah.
Look out. All right. That's our show for today. Section 325. We're out of here.
Second half.